This show is part of the Head Stuff Podcast Network.
Hi, I'm Niamh Kavanagh.
And I'm Gearoid Farrelly.
And you're listening to Agony Rants.
I just thought I'd do a bit of a sexy voice there,
For a minute there, I thought we'd gone into a whole new genre.
Sorry if it was too arousing.
It was a little bit,
It was a bit 80s sex line.
it was a little just,
I know,
like
sometimes
you
I like
should have
to
had
mix it up, Niamh.
a mullet and a moustache. And come to fix my plumbing.
Good morning, Agony Rants listeners. We are here to fix your world, heal your life,
Slightly just
solve your problems.
and work through our own
Yeah.
issues.
Niamh, how are you?
I'm very good. I've been up since let's see, 4:15 in the
Why?
morning. Well, my son was going back to Manchester because he's living there. Right, this is my youngest boy.
I love Manchester.
My
Go
boy.
on.
Anyway, my boy was going back, and he obviously couldn't get away fast enough, so he had to book the earliest flight ever, 6:00 from Belfast International. So I dropped him there for 4:45 and then drove down.
For 4:45, so you're up since 4.
Yeah. And so I dropped him up there, and then I drove down to the Apple Green in Castlebellingham and slept there for 2 hours in my car. And then had coffee and said hello to the lovely lady I know in there all the time. And then, because I can travel up and down that road so often. And she goes, "Oh, I haven't seen you for a while." And then I drove down. And, the interesting thing was, obviously I knew I was coming here today. And
To do our recording.
yeah, and Paul says to me,
When's
last
that
night,
podcast going to make money?
he says, at least he says, at least you don't have to look Eurotastic. I say, but I do still have to look, like I've washed and, something. So I actually use something in my hair that I haven't used. I got a gift of them last Christmas and I didn't know what to do with them. But they're called pillow rollers. Now, you don't need to worry about these things, right?
No,
because your hair's not long
I only
enough.
have 3 hairs.
Oh, no, you've loads of hair, but it's just short. So
Pillow rollers.
So they're like basically like, like those kind of, how would you call them? Round pillows, those long conical
Yeah.
pillows, right? So you get them, they're tiny. I say tiny, the width of maybe a good piece of dowling. Right. So anyway, so you that likes to make cabinets. Anyway, so basically you roll your hair up slightly damp in them and then you sleep in them. Like it reminded me when I was young and I used to sleep in sponge rollers and your head would be hurting from the plastic. But there's no plastic in these. They're basically, you roll them up. So I had them all rolled up on the top of my head and then I took them out and holy God, I looked like Shirley Temple,
Niamh, this is the terrible
only
thing.
slightly deranged. And so I literally got into the car with my son this morning, no makeup, my hair all over the place with curls sticking out everywhere, but not even pretty curls, like just really awful.
Just
And
like throes of mental health crisis,
at
girls.
4:15 this morning. Luckily, he's already going back asleep in his head because he's not driving. And on the way, I'm trying to find things to say to my son, who I love so much, and I'm devastated he's going back to Manchester. And I said to him, "Have you seen the new crematorium?" Because they built a new crematorium down the road from us. So I said, "Look to the left in the dark and see the crematorium you can't see." I said, "It's much handier for us these days." I lost my mind at 4:00 this morning. With my curlers in my hair.
But is there anything I can do? Niamh, what can I do?
So I the whole way down, I got as far as Apple Green. I had my sleep and I woke up and I went, I need to have coffee. So I made a cup of coffee, spoke to my friend, did all that and came down in the car and realised that I had to actually speak on other people's problems considering how deranged my life is. But
Well, Niamh, I have to say now, you do look perfect. Why did they build a crematorium?
Oh, well, because it's become so popular. There's one in Belfast it's Roselawn, it's over the other side of Belfast. So they've built one down the way from us.
Okay.
It sounds like it's down the road, but it's, it's just,
Can you smell it? Like,
No.
Does it smell like a drive-through?
no, it's 5 or 10 minutes down the road. It's a good bit down. It's not right beside us, right? Although they are talking about putting a graveyard in. I mean, honestly, we live in some,
Do you
we're living
know
at
what?
large.
This needs to stop. The whole thing about people getting buried needs to stop.
Oh, I agree, yeah.
Just burn.
But so many people are getting cremated now.
Yeah.
So it used to be that you only had 15-minute segments over in the other one because it was become so popular and you had to wait longer and longer to get cremated. But so now we have one local. Very handy.
I look forward to it.
But I mean, definitely my 21-year-old son definitely needed to see them. As if that was going to entice him to come and
you should live back with us. Look, we have a new crematorium.
Be nice and easy to dispose of your parents when the time comes.
It's grim. It's always grim. Like the death industry is very grim,
isn't it?
It's very. I don't know how people work it. I know we need them to.
I know, yeah.
And the people anyone I've ever dealt with has always been
lovely.
Yeah, lovely. I'm not sure I'd want them as friends.
I don't know. I've met some. Yeah. I like them, but you're right. It's a kind of a different industry.
It's a very strange industry. And I always wonder how people get into it. I mean, I know it's probably family, a lot of family.
Usually family, yeah.
Because it's something you have to get used to.
I think, to be fair, you grow around. If you think about it, the chances are you're not sitting in school going, I'd love to be an undertaker. You'd be watching that child if you would.
Apparently there's good money in it. Do you know what there's really good money in? Cleaning up after murders.
I'd love to do that. Would you love to do that? Yeah. I could do that.
I don't mind blood.
What about poo? You're not good around poo?
No.
And smells?
I wouldn't mind the smells, and I wouldn't mind, I'd take a J clot to a bit of brain. I'd be grand. I'd be grand with that. Now, poo, no.
I'm going to tell you, usually when something traumatic happens, you're not in charge of your bodily functions, right? So it's never just blood. I'm not saying they do it all the time. I watch crime scenes, but
I just don't know if you see, that would be the bit that would, that would upset me. Really? I've watched have you seen that thing, The Cleaner?
Oh.
She's a cleaning lady who cleans up after the mafia. She's like a doctor
who seen it. Where's that on?
I can't remember. I watched it on a plane. It's on a plane, Niamh. It's on a plane. And she basically, what she does is she's like a doctor who is an illegal immigrant in the US.
Okay.
And she works as a cleaner in Las Vegas. She cleans up after parties, and then she witnesses a murder.
Oh.
So then the murderers hire her to clean up because she's really good at this. You need bleach to get this out.
Oh.
She's really good with stains.
I love someone who's good with stains. I would be lying if I didn't say my Instagram has a couple of people.
Nancy Birtwhistle or Mary Berry.
No, I love the fella. From Sort Your Life Out.
Oh yes,
love him.
Yeah.
Ewan, I think it's Ewan. His name.
Is it Ewan? Yeah. Well,
he's a bit gorgeous. He
I could do that job. There's big money in that now.
Yeah, no, we should do that.
I don't think you need to do it, Niamh.
Oh, why not?
No, because you're a Eurovision winner. It'd be weird.
Why would it be weird that I was cleaning up after crime scenes? Surely after some Eurovision songs there's been a crime scene.
Oh, you'll be pulled for that one.
I've been up since 4 this morning, right?
The filters are gone. The filters are gone.
No, but no.
Right, speaking of crimes.
I'm not beyond anything. Speaking of crimes?
Crimes.
Okay, hello.
I've been hacked.
No.
I've been hacked.
Where?
In my Facebook.
Do you have my personal number in there?
No, there's not. It's my Facebook. It's not my profile. It's the page, the comedy page.
Oh, okay. So your business page.
Yeah, and I did it myself. I did this all of myself.
You brought it on yourself.
What happened to me is what I would expect to happen to my parents. And my parents have never been hacked. They've never, and I'm always giving that go, you shouldn't click on link. Don't they've never.
You do.
And me, gobshite.
How did you manage to do that?
It was really elaborate. I got this thing, right?
Right.
This email saying, do you want to do a Facebook live podcast with Annie McManus? She's that writer DJ woman.
Okay.
Who has a big following. I don't know her at all. She's Irish. And I was like, grand.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I wasn't, do you know what I mean? It was just
yeah.
I'm in Edinburgh, enough to be doing this.
Yeah. What else would you be doing?
Yeah, exactly. But I was like, oh no, I should do that,
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, grand. And then they were they wanted to do this Zoom with me they sent me through this interview brief, all these questions they were going to ask about my life.
And we get that sort of thing.
It's all the time. It was just oh yeah, this seems really legitimate. And it was management at anniemcmanus.net or whatever. And it all seemed fine. And then after that, we didn't finish that Zoom because I had a meeting. I had to go something, and then we rescheduled it, and then I did it again, and he changed some settings on my Facebook page, like told me click this. I'm like, oh, grand, fine, yeah, grand, and it looked like I was activating this like events section in like the Meta Business Suite apparently.
Okay.
And yeah, now they've just been deleting all my posts.
But to what end? Were they able to get money off you? Were they able to? Are they trying to steal your life, Gearoid?
I mean, maybe.
I mean, they'll never steal your talent.
Thank you, Niamh.
They can't have that,
But it's because like all my tour ads, like they deleted all of them. I presume that at some point they're going to ask me for money to like get it back. But like it's only 5,000 people. I only use it to look at like, missing dogs. That's what Facebook is now.
It's better than X.
It's like missing dogs. Like here's this bastard like treated his girlfriend like crap. And if anyone sees him, let us know. Like it
is a bit random, I have to say. Although our feeds are probably very different.
Yeah, my Instagram feed now,
very different to mine.
Yeah, abs,
very different to mine.
Tupperware.
Abs and Tupperware.
Abs and Tupperware. That's basically it.
So the perfect juxtaposition for you,
semi-naked man,
some sort of gym man selling you Tupperware.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Exactly. But so I can't get it back now, and I feel so stupid.
I know, I understand that.
So stupid.
But that's very elaborate, and I'm not really sure why they don't own what they've taken off you. That's the weirdest thing.
No, they haven't, and they haven't really taken anything, but they just still have control of it. Like it's really weird.
Can you delete it?
No, they've taken away that. They've taken away my they've given themselves full access, but they've also taken away my access.
Admin.
Yeah. So I have like partial rights now.
Yeah, but can you not now create a new profile and just tell people? I can't believe we're having this conversation because me, who does feck all on social media.
No, but you're pretty good on Facebook.
Yeah, no, but what I'm saying to you is, the reality is if it's just a certain amount, because I know your Insta's flying, right? So
yeah, it's only 5,000 on Facebook.
This is something we should really have in a meeting. This is not really for the agony ranters saying that.
Well, if anyone out there is listening and gets an email about this sort of stuff,
please
because
don't.
Apparently they can do it like to people who are just like, it's not just, you don't have to be a comedian. It's just like, do you want to do a Facebook
randomly,
Live about you're a florist?
Yeah,
we want to talk about flowers.
No, it's a really good thing to point out. Actually, any of these kind of scams and things, you always feel stupid if you get caught on them. I don't think I've ever really. Sorry, that's me hitting whatever is MDF.
I'm going to email them back and say, Niamh Kavanagh, be a real soft touch for this.
No, you should be lucky if you answered it.
Yes.
They may have been trying. I get odd ones. I get odd messages every now and then, usually wanting to be my friend in a very weird way. And you got a lovely smile.
Yeah.
Who are you? Right. But, I
you do have a lovely smile.
I do. It's the same smile in every photograph.
I can see why people traffickers will be after it. Niamh, I'm back on tour.
Oh, yeah. Well, we had a blissful couple of months where you weren't saying that.
I'm back on tour now, Niamh.
Okay.
Back on.
I have to say, I'm very excited to see the new tour.
I have to say, I love the show. I was worried because, when you're, it was the difficult second album, but it's been going, it's going great. Like people I've been told it's better than Glamour Hammer.
Amazing.
So happy with that. So I'll be all around the country from the 3rd of October.
Lovely.
Tickets are on gearoidvarley.com or through the link tree in my Instagram bio. And I'll be starting in Howth and Rathoath. And I will also, it's just been announced, I'm doing the Wexford Spiegel tent.
Oh.
Yeah, for the Spiegel Tent Festival on the 19th of October. So, that's going to be a really fun one. So, tickets on gearoidvarley.com.
The other one's not so much. Really.
Not for me. Are you going to come, Niamh?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's a hard no.
No, I always come
Niamh.
at some point.
Hard
I don't know.
no.
I just don't tell you.
I don't tell you or say it was good.
Oh, I always tell you you're amazing. I think you're amazing.
Thank you, Niamh.
The way mammies do.
Will you show up? Will you sing a song at one of them maybe?
Oh, I'd love it. So nobody will know when.
Yeah, well, I'll just see what one is in Saddle. Niamh, we problems.
Okay, we have.
The big problems.
More than that.
Dear Niamh and Gearoid.
Oh, lovely.
I've been absolutely bereft since you took your holiday.
Oh,
that's a bit intense. I love the vintage rants, but of course I of course, but I need the regular updates from you both, and I cannot wait till you are back.
We're back. We're back.
We're back. Second week in.
Yep.
I have a problem, and I hope you can help. I work in a large organisation, and I took a career break to have 2 babies.
Aw.
That's sweet. As we are aware, I'm now on board with babies.
You are.
Yeah. I have recently returned, and a lot has changed. Someone I hired straight from his college has moved up very quickly through the organisation, has he? So much so, he is now my equal. Though because I have been out of the game for nearly 5 years, I am essentially reporting to him.
Oh dear.
Oh God. He is very nice, but I don't always agree with him. Also, I am really struggling with essentially reporting into him, even though we are the same grade. I am usually quite a rational person, and it is out of character for me to feel resentful. No, I wouldn't say that. Come on, we all feel resentful.
Oh, yeah.
I've considered talking to his boss about it. I used to get on with him, but as I've said, I've been gone a while. What do you think I should do? I'm afraid of making the wrong decision because I think he's a bit of an upstart. Now we're getting to the nub.
Yeah.
Love to know your sage thoughts. Love, Aileen.
Okay.
I have a thought.
Come on, you get your thoughts out.
Suck it up, Aileen.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
We're kind of the same.
I think what's going on here is nothing to do with him, right?
I know, bless
You're
him.
the same grade.
Hmm.
So you are back in the game after 5 years and you're doubting yourself a little bit.
Yeah.
So I think the reason you are essentially reporting into him is because you want to be... You're checking yourself. You're like, am I doing what's right? You're checking your work. You're almost having him check your work.
I will say this, right? Maybe the company wanted to do that when she's settling back in order to help her settle back in after 5 years. Right?
Absolutely. But let him...
Yeah. But here's the thing. The weird thing is he was your junior. You trained him in.
I know. That's
And now it feels like he's bypassing you, but he's not.
No.
He's not.
And even if he is, you took 5 years off.
Aileen,
it's okay.
You're winning at life. You raised your kids. You're back in where you used to be. Jesus,
yeah,
that's amazing.
Yeah, and you took 5 years off, and you, so things move on. So like if whether it's ego or insecurity,
yeah,
it's okay for him to have moved up, like
Yeah.
in that 5 years, because you were doing other things, and like you shouldn't feel self-conscious around that, and you shouldn't feel.
Definitely not.
You shouldn't even feel that he's looking down on you, or anybody's looking down on you for this. You paused your career, and now you're back in, and yes, you're going to doubt yourself a little bit, but you will only doubt yourself while you're learning to trust yourself. You know.
Yeah.
But that's a great phrase.
I love that. That's on the pillow.
Yeah.
That's on the pillow. I'm going to embroider that on.
Yeah, I'm impressed with that now.
I'm going to say this, right, Aileen? 2 things I'm going to say. First of all, do not go to the big boss. Right,
No,
you will
wouldn't do
regret
that,
that. You will regret that forever, unless there's issues of abuse or difficulties. Absolutely, just put that away. That's not a thing, right? How weird must it be for him?
It must be weird for him as well. Yeah,
because
he's probably a bit self-conscious.
You were his mentor. Say you trade him in, and then you left, and now you're back, and him and you are the same now. And he's been doing this job for 5 years, right? So there's an element of it must be weird for him too. And he's very nice, which is lovely, right?
Now she does say he's a bit of an upstart.
Yeah, but that's slight. Is he an upstart, or is it coloured by the fact, Aileen, that you're feeling a little bit insecure?
Yeah, that could be it.
But he might be an upstart, and if he is, surely once you get your feet under, you'll be able to sort that out. But you don't have to sort him out if he's the same grade as you. You just have to figure out how to manage him. And you used to manage him, so I'm sure you'll figure it out. Honestly, Aileen, this is probably that whole thing that we have when we come back into the space. I know it. I did it after my kids, although I worked all the way through my kids. The thing is, I was working in a different environment, and then I started coming back out into the bigger environment again.
And you took a step back.
And you do lose confidence. I'd forgotten how I should look. I'd forgotten how to manage my gig in that space.
Yeah.
And but life is adjustments all the time.
Yeah.
And you will find your space back in, Aileen. Honestly, we're sending nothing but love and support for this situation.
And don't feel that you... don't feel that you've something to prove here.
No, because you don't.
I think if you do, if you feel like you've something to prove, you're not ever going to feel like you don't have something to prove, because
Yeah.
where it's coming from is you just doubting yourself a little
And
bit.
you're always chasing.
I think.
But here's the big thing. Here's a company who took you back after taking 5 years out and had confidence in you to be the same brilliant person
so
that
you're
you
obviously
are.
great.
But, you know, you got to get a sense of what's been happening the last 5 years, and then you can start implementing that situation. But what you need is to get him on side with you instead of alienate him. You know, that's the point.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
Because you know, you could work together, and because that's what you have to do, because he's the same grade as you.
Also, what you could do is that, like, you know, in like a lift or in a meeting room or something, you could just grab him by the throat.
Yeah, you could do that.
And just go, don't you doubt me.
Oh, wow.
Don't you even doubt me for a second.
Gearoid.
I made you and I can break you.
Yeah, but that's not in a big meeting room. Oh, you mean to the side when nobody else is there?
When
I
nobody
thought you
else,
were doing
yeah.
it in front of people.
No.
Where no
Push him into a
witnesses.
disabled toilet.
Just find out where the cameras aren't.
Yeah, exactly. The way that you feel about yourself in this situation is not the way other people feel about you.
Yeah, no, nearly always the case. So honestly,
It's like when I'm doing a gig and I can't remember me material. And I'm like, these people hate me.
no, they don't.
No, they don't. They just hate your lack of preparation.
Yeah. They feel sorry for you, Gearoid.
It's just pity. No, like I don't think you can project too much on it, because it's very easy. Like, also, when you are in a situation where you're doubting yourself, you're kind of mad.
Yeah.
Like you're in survival mode, and nobody else is in survival mode.
No,
Everyone's just going,
you see,
yeah, just doing grand. If he's a bit of an upstart and he's kind of going, oh, I'm quite happy to be, yes, with the same grade, but I'm kind of like the one that's in charge here because she keeps coming to me. And
yeah,
I think in that situation,
it depends on why she's going to him. If she's going because she needs confirmation, or because they have kind of put that in place, then the conversation is when you feel confident enough to go, actually, I think I'm okay for that now.
yeah.
You know, so maybe they're waiting for you to say that. You need to figure that out a little bit, Aileen. And, you know,
And
listen,
like if he's being difficult,
if he's been difficult,
I would say, don't go to him, let him come to you.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Unless you need something confirmed, and even then maybe try and find another mentor, because sometimes when it's an unofficial thing, if it's an unofficial thing, then there are other unofficial people that you can help you. Like if he's just being assigned to help, the chances are he doesn't want to be helping. If it's just this unofficial, just give her a dig out for a few weeks, and there's probably going to be other people that you can go to that will be more patient, have more time.
But maybe he's not been any of those things. Maybe it's just your feeling. So, Aileen, you need to figure that out. I have strong hopes for Aileen.
I do. I think this is going to be very temporary, and I do think this may have come in a little while ago.
Okay, so somebody could be dead.
Be interested in an update. Yeah, the upstart could be dead. So send us a little update.
Yeah, we'd love to know, Aileen. And I'm sorry it took
on.
us a little bit to get to you, but you know,
we were on a break. Niamh, we have another.
I love another problem. Here we go.
Do you want to read this one?
I will.
Okay.
Dear Niamh and Gearoid, I am so excited about this podcast. I have loved Niamh ever since her Eurovision win back when I was a tot. Okay.
Oh, that's aggressive.
Small bit
That's aggressive.
backhanded, but you know I love it. Gearoid, I brought my mother to see you in Edinburgh, and we are now both new. We are both now big fans. There you go. It was our best show of the Fringe by a country mile.
Is a country mile long or short?
It's long.
Oh, it's long.
It's long.
Oh.
I'm a gay man and I work in a very masculine environment.
Do you indeed?
I have recently changed jobs for a new company. You're not a mechanic, are you? You're a gym man. Any Tupperware about you? Anyway, I've recently changed jobs for a new company where I think I will have better prospects. However, I'm a bit taken aback by the way some of the blokes there talk about the women in the organisation.
Ooh.
I am new and they have said some really off things in front of me. I'm not a prude, but I'm not comfortable with this at all. I'm not sure what to do about it. I don't want to report them as I am new to the company, but the situation does make me uncomfortable. Love to get your expert advice, David.
Oh.
In
that situation, I'm trying to think, I have been in that situation before.
Okay.
I think what I would do, now this could be wrong.
Okay.
I think I would make it clear I was gay, because I find that straight men tend to be a little bit
They moderate how they are.
They'll moderate if they know you're gay.
Mind you, he might get more abuse, to be fair.
Yeah. But if you don't want to do that, the other thing I would do is just, whenever that comes up, don't respond.
Yeah. You don't have to be cutting about it unless you really
don't
feel.
Even say anything.
But actually, don't laugh and don't even acknowledge it. Just kind of
just move away from it. Take a sip of your coffee.
Speaking as a woman, right? Who works a lot with men, right? A lot with men.
Of course.
From very young, right? The thing is, it's less so now, but in the early stages when I was in a group full of men, they always felt obliged to try and shock me. And there's an element of you're big with your mates, right? These boys always have these big kind of conversations and big things that they're going to say, right? And they can be offhand. I mean, my dad never cursed in front of us his whole life, and yet in work, apparently, he cursed all the time. Right?
Of course, but,
it's just a different thing. That it's kind of a masculine thing, and yes, we should be fighting that and all that sort of stuff. But the reality is, you can't fight it all on your own, and also realistically, the best way I found of dealing with it was basically, if I felt really strong about it, I would say, lads, that's a bit much. It's not my thing.
Oh.
I would just say, lads, you don't have to say, get all.
And would you be like, lads, that's a bit much? And I will fire you.
I know. Well, yeah. Well, if you were in a position to, yeah. No.
I don't need a bass player.
Fire.
Have you ever heard
fire your ass?
You ever heard of tracks?
No. I would just say, lads, what's funny about that? And quite often they can't answer that question, because it's not in a space. Challenging it is a little difficult, but also distancing yourself from it. You don't want to alienate yourself in the environment. I totally get that, right?
Yeah.
But the problem is in an all-male environment, just like an all-female environment. And don't be fecking kids, right? Women talk maybe in a different way, but they have a different way of talking about men. And so realistically, realistically, it's not going to hurt us necessarily as women. And maybe I'm going to be vilified for this whole conversation, but it's okay to say, I'm not into that, lads. Don't talk about that. It gets a bit difficult when you kind of go, don't talk like that in front of me. It doesn't have to be that. It just has to be, I'm not really finding that funny, lads.
You could
just disengage in the conversation and just know that you're not supporting it. But unless you really disagree with something, and then you can say something. But,
comedians that hate each other and end up on the same panel show.
Okay.
What to do is,
what do you do?
Just react the way the comedians that hate each other, when one of them says something funny, usually what happens, you'd see the other one just go and taking a drink of the water.
Yeah.
So you're just not reacting to, almost acting as if the thing wasn't said. So you're deliberately not giving them
You're blanking them. You're blanking them. And actually that's the way forward on any behaviour. It's like that whole thing I always say. Treat them like toddlers.
Yeah.
Reward the good behaviour. So engage in the conversation you want to be engaged in. If they start going down that road, you go in your head or out loud, I can't go there. So
I think that thing of just, if you react, of not only not reacting, but just completely changing the subject, almost as like you didn't even hear it.
Yeah. Oh, no, absolutely.
Because then they'll probably feel a bit embarrassed.
Yeah, I think it's the way forward. Yeah.
When you say treat them like a toddler, there was this toddler on the plane.
Okay.
On the way back. She was a scream.
Oh, you're really going into the baby's
She was absolutely hilarious because we were waiting to get off the plane. She was like, when are we getting off this fucking plane?
Right. That's funny when it's not your kid. I'm going to say that is always funny.
And the mother was like, no.
Oh, no, we don't
talk like that. And the kid was like, I want to get off the fucking plane.
She didn't like that off the stands.
It was brilliant. I was like, that is exactly the way I feel.
It's difficult in a group full of men. If you're in a male-oriented place, it is quite difficult. But, don't kid yourself. When a group of women are together, they're not exactly fucking saints.
Yeah, of course.
Either,
and it's also, you also have to look after yourself in this because,
Yeah, this is your space. You're going to work here.
Yeah, you're going to work here. You're going to be working with these people. You're also new in. I think the longer you're there, the more traction you have to be a bit like, come on, let's grow up.
Yeah.
This is
don't actively get involved, in a sense of, obviously you're never going to go in and go, yeah, lads,
Yeah, but I think you can just, I think people will know that if every time they make an off-color joke or an off-color remark and you just, you extricate yourself from the situation,
they'll eventually moderate.
They'll go like, oh look, he's not into the banter.
Yeah.
So it's just basically slowly making your
well, you're just telling people how to be around you.
Yeah.
And that's really important.
I think we've helped, Niamh.
Yeah. And actually, David, I'd love to know how you get on.
Yeah, let's know how you get on. And we are always open to your follow-ups.
Oh, we love it.
Also, we are open, like, not necessarily for the podcast, but we're open to your follow-ups just to let us know.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, because if you don't want us to tell anyone, that's okay.
Yeah, that doesn't mean we're not interested.
No,
just because it's not content doesn't mean we don't want to know.
Yeah, and we also want to feel smug about what we're doing. To be fair.
Yeah, exactly.
Or there's a moment where I drive home and I go, I helped someone today.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, that's what Niamh does. I go home and go, we've definitely ruined a life.
Sometimes he goes home and doesn't think about it
We've
again.
made a bad situation infinitely worse. Thank you so much for listening.
Yes, thank you. We love doing this podcast. And thank you.
And we're delighted to be back.
To our lovely subscribers also. Thank you so much for doing that.
Yeah, we do really appreciate it. And if you would like to subscribe, you can do so over on Headstuff Plus.
Mm-hmm.
And we will be back with a vintage rant either next week or last week. Who knows? We're never sure. But it comes out every 2 weeks. And we will be back in the main feed next Monday. And if you have a problem, please, agonyrants@gmail.com. We want your problems and we want your follow-ups.
Yeah.
We will chat to you next week. Bye.
This show is part of the Headstuff Podcast Network, a hub for the creative and the curious. Shows are produced in association with Headstuff and the Podcast Studios Dublin. Find out more or become a member at headstuffpodcasts.com.